Good afternoon, children. Today we will do a new topic in GK, indoor and outdoor games. One day, Regan and his friend were playing football outside when suddenly it started raining. Regan and his friend were forced to go indoors. Regan sat by the window feeling very sad that he could not go to play football outside. His mother explained to Regan, Regan, you don't have to feel sad. You can play indoors. But Regan was very upset. His mother then went to the cupboard and removed many board games for them to play. This excited Regan and he told his friends, come on, let us play some games. So Regan called another friend and they all played board games indoors. So today, children, we will learn about indoor and outdoor games and sports. We will begin with indoor games. Games that are played indoors are called indoor games. Indoor means inside the four walls of a house or a room. It can also be in a closed stadium like this. Some of the indoor board games are Scrabble. Scrabble is a word game and very interesting to play it. Monopoly. Monopoly is a board game where you buy and sell property. Carom. Carom is a game you play on this big board with many coins of black and white and a red one which is the queen, which you have to try shooting into the four pockets in the corners. This is also a board game called Ludo. A very nice game to play, and many of you must have played it in school along with Nitin sir. He has these games for you in school and you normally play it in the hall. Snakes and ladders. Snakes and ladders is also a very interesting game where you have to climb the ladder, and if you reach a point where there is a mouth of a snake, you are bitten and you have to come down a few numbers. This game is also played in school where Nitin sir teaches you how to play this game. Another interesting indoor game, which is a card game, is Uno. A fun game to play with family and friends. Sequence. Sequence is also a board game with cards and some coins of different colors. This game helps you to improve your memory. And these are playing cards. Many games can be played using these cards. This game is table tennis. Table tennis is played indoors. Even though you can play it out, but the correct game is played indoors because the ball used for this game is very light, and if you play it outdoors, it tends to move in the wrong direction with the wind. And that is why table tennis is played indoors. Badminton. Badminton is also an indoor sport. This is the badminton racket with the shuttlecock. A badminton racket looks very much like a tennis racket, but the handle of the badminton racket is very thin, while the racket of a tennis game is very thick. This game also can be played outdoors, but when you play it as a sport, you have to play it indoors because the shuttlecock is very light. And if you play it outdoors, just like this ping pong ball, it tends to go in the wrong direction. And that is why this sport is played indoors. Table tennis and badminton are played indoors as a sport. But if you just want to have fun and play this game, then you can play it out as well. This game is 9 pins, or you can say bowling. There are 9 pins here, children, as you see, and the ball is thrown from a distance, and you have to try and knock down these 9 pins. A very nice game to play. Gymnastics. Gymnastics is a sport which is played indoors. Children, you cannot play it outdoors. As you can see, you need a mat and the flooring should be correct for gymnastics. It is a wonderful and skillful sport. This game is chess. Chess is a board game where there are little pieces here of knights, kings, horses. It's a very interesting game and a mind-provoking game. This is billiards. This is a big table and there are many balls on the table. You have to use this cue. The stick is called a cue, which you have to try and push these balls into the hole using your aim correctly. There are so many indoor game, children, which you can play indoors and have a lot of fun. We will now go to outdoor games and sports. Games that are played outdoors are called outdoor games. For example, in a big playground or a park, it's an open air. You can see it is not closed up. You can see the sky. So it is in the open and outdoor games are played out in the open. It can also be played in a stadium where it is not closed up. You can see the sky above. It is an open area and many games and sports are played outdoors in a stadium like this. Some of the outdoor games or sports is one of our very favorite games of India, cricket. Everybody enjoys watching this game, children. We have our favorite players and our sportsmen are very agile. They have to run a lot. And the equipment used for this game is a bat and a ball. Football. Football also is very interesting. Both boys and girls can play this game. It's a fun game It lasts for 90 minutes. And the equipment used for this sport is this ball. There are players on each side of the team. You have to try to aim this ball into this net, which is a goal. Kho-Kho. Kho-Kho is played out in the open. It's an outdoor game. And here there are many children sitting or people sitting in a line, and you have got to try and catch the person running around. Very interesting, and you need a lot of stamina to play this game. Hockey. Hockey is also a very interesting game. It is our national game of India. The equipment used for hockey is this hockey stick and a ball. And just like football, instead of using your foot, you have to use this stick, hockey stick, to try and push the ball around the ground into this net, which is a goal. Tennis, or it is called lawn tennis. This game is very popular in the West. Here also we have many players playing this game and who have won medals for India. The equipment used for this game is a tennis racket and a tennis ball. Now, earlier I had shown you a badminton racket with a very thin handle. You can see that the tennis racket has a thick handle and it has this little V here just after the net. And the handle is very thick. So the difference between a badminton racket and a tennis racket is the handle. Even the rim of this is thicker than that of a badminton racket. Kabaddi. Kabaddi, a sport invented in India. This is a sport played with two teams and you have to try and catch the opposite team and not let him go on to the other side. This game also needs a lot of stamina and strength. Basketball. Basketball is a very fun-loving game, again with two teams, and you have to try and shoot the ball into the basket. Tall people can play this game because it is easy for them. Not that short people can't play, but normally basketball is played, the players are very tall. Now children, basketball can also be played outdoors. Even as a sport, it can be played outdoors. It is an indoor game as well as an outdoor game. And the equipment used for this game is this basketball. Volleyball. Volleyball is an indoor game. It can be played indoors. Here also there are two teams, and the team that lets the ball fall to the floor or the ground loses a point. A very nice game to play, children. This is beach volleyball. This can be played, the same game can be played out in the open, and the same rules follow. So volleyball is an indoor game as well as an outdoor game. And the equipment used for it is this ball. So see children, you have learnt about indoor games as well as outdoor games and sports. Now that you have learnt it, let us do some fill in the blanks. Carom is an dash game. Indoor or outdoor? Indoor game. Hockey is an dash game. Indoor or outdoor? Outdoor game. Hockey is an outdoor game. Games that are played in an open area are called dash games. What are they called? Outdoor games. Ludo is a game played indoors. You have to play Ludo indoors. Dash is both an indoor game and an outdoor game. Basketball. Now children, we will do match the following. I will give you a list of games and these are all the equipments you use for the games given here. First one, football. What are the equipments needed here to play football? Which number is it? Correct, number 6. Basketball. Which of these equipments are used to play basketball? Number 3. Correct. Tennis. Which of these equipments you use to play tennis? Number 2. Very good. This is a tennis racket. Hockey. Which of these equipments you use to play hockey? Number 1. Correct. Table tennis. Which of these equipment you use to play table tennis? Number 4. This is a table tennis racket. And cricket is number 5. It's a cricket bat. I hope you have understood about indoor and outdoor games. Thank you, children.